Henry, what are you working on today?
Just got done finishing up the linear actuators for the water rudders to lift them up.
Okay, you want to show us how that works? What is that exactly?
So they're going down now. Normal planes have the cable going up here to an idler wheel, and then the cable goes here with another idler wheel to a cable that goes up to a handle inside the fuselage that lifts them up.
Sounds like that would look ugly.
Well, I don't like it. So I incorporated a switch in there that I can raise and lower it, and it's part of the quadrant. So now, all I gotta do is flip the switch. I'll just do it by hand here. So now they're down, so I'm gonna flip it in the up position. So now they're gonna go up.
Okay.
And I can still use my my rudder while they're going off too.
Okay, and this is everything. You made all this. I remember watching you do it. So all these pieces.
Yeah. Took 5 minutes.
And what is this about? I don't understand how, like, why is it going, obviously it's going inside the float. What's this about?
So the linear actuators are here. I wanted the deck to be clean. I don't want cables here because when you fish off the deck, I don't want to be tripping over cables.
So you're planning to get a chair, aren't you? And you'll be able to put a chair there for fishing, I believe?
Yeah, I'm going to incorporate a chair underneath the wing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you made this, it's like...
Yeah, so this is just going to be like a wear item, so once it starts wearing through, I can just replace that instead of hurting the
Okay, and then you have these linear actuators, so they're like little motors that pull it up and down, okay? And I remember watching you build this.
Yeah, so these go on here to make the water rudders move. So the cable is going to go from here, well, probably here, and there's going to be another pulley here, going back to here. So when you use your rudders, this is going to move.
Okay.
And that cable is going to go here, and it's going to move the water rudders. Then there's another cable that goes over here to this little pulley here that goes here.
Okay, that's another thing that you made. Like none of these, you didn't buy, like these I know you had, but you didn't have, this had to be on an angle, right? Because of the way you want. Because most people have it not on an angle, right?
I didn't want to put an idler wheel here because it's going to stop a lot of air. So, and this cable is just going up and over. So I just made something a little smaller.
Okay, so that cable will just run there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And I know, again, this is all, I think you had to buy this little spring thing, but everything else you built. And aren't you changing this?
Oh, yeah.
And why is that?
So this here, I don't like these caps here, these cutters.
So where, okay, so that.
So I'm going to make them out of carbon fiber.
So you don't like them because they need to be, they're in a bad, they're yucky?
Oh, they're
in a bad
repairable,
shape?
but they're gross.
Okay, so you're going to...
So I'm going to do this. I'm going to use...
Like you got this little carbon fiber with your green flex, because that's one of your colors.
Yeah. So I can use these water rudders.
Those existing ones, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to use the water rudders to make these. And then I'm going to make new water rudders that are going to be bigger.
And why is that?
Well, it's more control in the water, so it's going to be kind of like this.
Because I know I remember with the Moose, if it was windy, you had a hard time controlling it when you were coming into dock. So this makes sense.
Yeah, so this is going to be my limit here. So I can go bigger here.
Okay.
To here, as long as it's not going to hit that.
Cool.
Yeah, more control.
So When's it gonna be in the drink?
Next Friday or Friday.
Next Friday.
Don't know what Friday, but it'll be a
What
Friday.
do you think, buddy? What do you think of all this? Woo, 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 woo.